Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wahyuningtyas Oktavia. I am a student of Department of English Education, and I will answer the mid test of ESP or English for specific purpose. ESP or English for specific purpose is English curriculum designed for specific purpose. For example, English for chemistry, English for medical, English for religion, English for biological, and so on. ESP made because each file have their own terms that differ from each other. Or simply, one words can have several meaning in each file. Number 2, according to Hutchinson and Water, the emergence of ESP is the development of world economy, which entailed the progress of technology, the economic power of oil-rich country, and in the increasing the amount of overseas students in English-speaking country. The demand of a brave new world after World War II about economic, science, and technology that also impact in developing English as international language. And at the same time, oil crisis has occurred and made competition among countries to get oil and make global market open. Trade between countries is unavoidable, so it requires an international language, English, as a transactional tool. A revolution in linguistics or the revolution in linguistic impact to the learner or people needed about English is as a communication tool in the real life situation. Because spoken and written English is a different, so people have to use a written English as a communication tool, so they want English as international language can simplify their communication tool in real life. And focus on the learner. In the case ESP be adapted with learner needs. For example, learner with science background will choose to learn English with science. And the learner in science background can maybe feel not important to learn English with economic background. Number 3, characteristic of ESP. There are two types characteristics of ESP developed by Striven and Charter. Striven developed two characteristics that are absolute characteristics that contains the encounter of learner needs with a material, content centered on specific purposes, specific for language and contrasting with general English. Science ESP fulfill learners' need of topic and specific purpose, so teacher should make material that centered by the learner's need and just focus on it. Then contrast it with general English so it can easily differentiate the specific material is going well, which means different from general English material. The second is variable characteristics. Focus on what language skill should be learned. For example, writing skill, reading skill, or speaking skill. Then, not taught methodology that have discussed before. Means that in this teaching learning process should use different methodologies that differ from general English because ESP taught to make the learner master the English skill as quick as they can. The second is characteristics developed by Carter is the authenticity of the course contents, the purpose related to orientation and self-direction. It is characteristics the learner have full right to lead the course. First, authentication make the teacher be able to modify the material or not. And closer examination so the teacher can know the development of the learner's skill briefly. Purpose-related orientation, because this course is make the learner master the English as quick as they can, so they have to process the learning as how their learning technique, whether doing exercise or read more or taking notes. On self-direction, the learners have full right to decide what, when, where the course be held, what the topic related to the learner's need, also the place and the time. Number 4 is procedure of need analysis. Determine the goals of learner by studying specific English. Second is setting the limit of the target population, which means the teacher should set the limitation of what the learners want. Then, delimiting the framework of examination involved outlining the limitation. Next is choosing the data collecting device. The teacher should choose device for collecting data that's suitable with the course which they will conduct in the future or so on. Next is gathering information from device have been chosen. The teacher can collect and forming the data they have. After that, evaluate the data in order to sort the data. Add and erase data is must and then make an outcome. After that, the data interpreted by the teacher to the guiding language requirements by the learner. Lastly, the teacher will writing down the suggestions or recommendations for the studies that suitable for the learner or best for the learner in their file. Number 5 EF is different characteristics of ESP and EGP. ESP is English for specific purpose and EGP is English for general purpose. The first characteristics of ESP. ESP is all about the learner goal oriented. Number 2, ESP is course conducted for future professionalism. So it makes the learners is ready to the workplace. Number 3, use particular vocabularies. As what I mentioned before, one word can have several meanings in each file. So each file have their own terms that differentiate from the other. And number 4, often used for e-commerce or business communication purpose. English for specific purpose. Specific purpose is the English, for example, in this characteristic is used for communication or on business or on e-commerce for communication. Now, characteristics of EGP or English for generic purpose. Material based on syllabus that have conducted from education department, formal education department. The second is taught at school. Generally, general English for for purpose is usually taught at school, whether in elementary school and high school and so on. Number 3 is use literary text to produce effectual skills of student. So, general English is use literary text as media to teach the learner. And the number 4 is concerned to improve learners' writing skill. In order, general English is make the learner can master the writing skill as outcome. Number 6, 3 approaches of need analysis. The first is deficiency analysis. Is concerned in the necessities learners lack. Number 2, strategy analysis is concerned on learning style and strategies, technique and methodologies in learners' learning. Number 3, means analysis is concerned to examine way to implementation the course in order to practical in local situation. Number 7 is why need analysis is important in ESP. Basic of ESP or English specific purpose is teach learners need. From that, it is important to analyzing the learner's need to conduct the best course for the learner in their chosen field. So, the teacher can make effective ESP course syllabus. If the learner's need cannot fulfill, so it can be English for specific purpose. It's just a English for general purpose. So, thank you for watching my video. Me answering the mid-test of ESP. I'm sorry if there are so many wrong. I have some mistakes I have made. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.